What's up? It's your boy Carcino, and you are watching One Crack News. Now, let's talk about it. Did Kevin Hart cause Night School to flop? Because Night School kind of flopped. It didn't really storm out of the gate like a lot of people said. It was the number one comedy. It did before Kevin Hart movie to have the type of drop off it did in the second week. That was a little unheard of at its time. That drop off was kind of severe. Now, people was like, man, was it the controversy with Cat Williams and all this stuff on the Ray Breakfast Club? I think that's what did it. I think all that pettiness that ruined him. And that was the really big picture that destroyed it all. Mm. What do you think? I said, okay, well, let me make a video and let you know how I think about it. Kevin Hart has had a stringful success of movies going on for as long as we can remember. And pretty soon that stuff hits a wall, then it fizzes out. Now, this is probably one of his movies that he won't look back on. It probably read funny, but the more you watch it, the worse this movie will become. A lot of jokes aren't funny. They didn't come off as funny. The audience didn't laugh. Sometimes only one side of the people would laugh. And that's very unusual when you go see a Kevin Hart movie. Normally it'd be a lot of laughter or a lot of people enjoyed the movie. To this day, Central Intelligence is his best movie that he's made to date, in my opinion. Now, the box office is reflecting a huge, huge drop off from week one to week two. And it's like, it's kind of weird to see that happen to a Kevin Hart movie. Because I was looking at it myself and I said, well, this week Venom comes out. It came out with basically nothing at the box office. Smallfoot was the only thing it was going up against when it was dropped. So you start saying, okay, let's see what's happening weekly. So when the weekly numbers came out, everybody was like, wow, bust right through the gate, boom. It did 29 million, it was 30 some million. Another 5-6 million got added like the next day or whatever. So they're like, look, this movie came out smashing. Okay, we're gonna make all our money back off this movie, and then some. So I look at it, and no one's talking about the movie. A lot of people could say because Venom came out and all this, but that's not the Venom crowd. That's not necessarily Kevin Hart's realm. You know what I'm saying? That's not his demographic. People going to see Venom, the majority of them, is not his demographic. His demographic is waiting for stuff like Night School. They want to go out. Couples movie. So now the narratives change. And when I mean the narratives change, they change. Tiffany Haddish played a role that was she wasn't bad at it. It's just that, like I said, it must have read funny because it didn't come off that way to us. And we kind of looked at it like, eh, it didn't work. And then with all the controversy about Kevin and Tiffany Haddish ain't funny and everybody's trying to wonder and decide what joke has she told that was funny. It became more about that than it became about Night School. And you lost it. So when you start talking about, okay, we got to get the box office numbers, and this is what the week looks like, and we got to get these numbers up and promote the movie. It was more promotion into the nonsense of what was going on with Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish and all of these different things who have another movie coming up called Nobody's Fool in a couple of weeks. Then she got another film coming out in limited release, basically next week. Yeah, next week. The Oath. She's in that one. So she's got 2, 3 movies coming back to back to back. So she's been busy. She has been busy. Now, a lot of movies have bombed, like completely bombed. But I think Night School and other films like it are gonna have a hard time because all these superhero movies are taking people's attention away. I think it's taking people's attention away from what's really going on. A lot of people can't appreciate real films, and that's why people were worried about A Star Is Born, which came out and did quite well because right now it's just hard for certain movies to get the respect they deserve, and 29 million for a comedy to open up with is pretty good. You know, a lot of people was interested in seeing the movie, but replay value for a Kevin Hart movie, like people want to go back and check it out again, and that's not happening with Night School. And it really should because it was set up like almost like a Breakfast Club. That whole classroom was like the Breakfast Club. That's how it looked like the setup was. You know, everybody's got a dysfunctional character in there, and you know everybody's now doing their own thing. But there was a lot of dysfunctional things happening in that movie. But if you look at the principal who plays more like, you want another one, you got it. You know, it's just how it was. If you looked at that whole lineup, you got the Breakfast Club. But you tell me, what do you think about it? What was the drop off in your opinion, in your mind, for Night School? Why is it dropping so fast? I just think the movie just wasn't that funny. And a lot of people's like, I wasn't feeling that. You tell me what you think. I'm out.